Hey guys, thanks for joining me. Today we are going to be doing the review and wear test on the new reformulated L'Oreal True Match. I'm going to do a couple check-ins and then I'll give you my final thoughts on how this compares to the original. Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, welcome. I'm Michelle. I love all things beauty and lifestyle. I really hope that you will enjoy this video. If you do, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. I would love it if you would consider subscribing before you go. And if you hit that bell icon, you can be notified every time I upload a new video. So I'm so excited to do this wear test. I have used this in other videos. I've talked about it in other videos. I actually haven't done a wear test to show you guys. To tell you a little bit about the foundation, the first thing right off the bat that I noticed was that L'Oreal finally put a pump on this bottle. The original bottle was okay, but it was definitely messy. So I am so excited that they finally put a pump on this. They do say on their website that the colors are supposed to be the same. I do not feel that way. I am an N3 in the original and I had to go with the N4. In the new formulation, I will show you the two colors when I go ahead and apply this. I did also notice the original had the SPF of 17. This one does not state that it has an SPF, although I did notice in the ingredients that it said it could contain titanium dioxide. First going to use a primer this time. I'm going to use my Makeup Forever Tinted Primer. This is a pore minimizer primer. This is one of my favorites. And I have my skincare on and I do have my sunscreen on. I'm just gonna put a little bit of primer where I think I might need it, kind of right in my T-zone. My skin still has a lot of surface dehydration. Just for reference, I am normally a combination, which I guess I still am, but I'm more towards the drier side. This is a fantastic primer. It feels so smooth. It's almost like very silky feeling when you put it on your face, but you don't feel like you have a film on your face when you apply it. Okay, that's all I'm gonna do. I'm gonna apply this with a beauty blender and maybe my fingers, we'll see. Sometimes when I use the beauty blender, I feel like it's still sitting on top of my skin, so I like to use my fingers because the warmth of your hands can sometimes just push it right in and it just looks really pretty and a little more natural. So I'm just gonna show you the color difference with these two. So messy. This is the new formula and that is the original. So you can tell also that the new formula is a little bit thicker than the original. I don't mind that. It's still supposed to be a medium coverage. I do agree with that. I definitely think that it's a medium coverage, but I just wanted to show you not only color difference, but the texture difference. So let's go ahead and start to apply this. I did notice that I have to use a little bit more of this. A little doesn't go a long way, which I was really surprised. I'm not even sure that was a full pump that I put on my hand. I never push the pumps all the way down. I have no idea why. I think it's habit because usually too much will come out. I'm gonna put a little more, or I'll do a little more on my nose. I'm gonna go right over my eyes with this. I have worn this before. I will link that video down below. It's not a review. It was definitely just a new favorite video. I'm just gonna take my close-up mirror here. Okay, I do have some dry patches. This is where I like to just take my fingers, especially around my mouth. That's where I have the most wrinkles. And I just like to kind of push it into my skin a little bit more. Just feel like this just kind of melds it into your skin, especially where you have wrinkles or you have some texture issues. That worked amazingly well. So if you do ever put a foundation on with a sponge or a brush and you find that it looks a little thick in areas or it is accentuating your wrinkles a little bit, the warmth of your fingers, like I said, sometimes does wonders. You'd be really surprised what it can do to certain areas of your face, especially like around your nose or, you know, lip wrinkles or mouth wrinkles. So let me give you guys a close-up. This is what it looks like. It is so pretty. So that's all I'm gonna do. I just wanted to show you guys the application. I wanted to show you the differences between the two because there definitely are some. I'm gonna go ahead and do the rest of my makeup and I will be right back. Okay guys, so I am back with all of my makeup on. I wanna give you guys a close-up look just to show you what it looks like now versus 4 hours from now and then another 4 hours. I did not use a setting powder and I did not use a setting spray. It looks really, really pretty and skin-like. Forehead. I'm just gonna take my mirror and get a close-up look. I think everything looks really, really nice. I'm happy with it. So there you go. All right, guys, I have some errands to run. I'm actually going to be going out. I am going to be wearing a mask for a while. That'll be a good test to see how this wears or if it's going to wear off, especially kind of in my nose area and around my mouth. So I will see you guys in 4 hours. Hey guys, so I am back for my 4-hour check-in, which ended up being more like 5.5-hour check-in. I haven't even looked at myself at all. I did put a little lip gloss on just because my lips were dry. I'm just gonna give you guys a close-up look right now. Show you what it looks like. I'm gonna take a look in my mirror. My blush is definitely a little bit worn off down in here, but I think that's because I had a mask on and it was really tight to my face. It seems like this is a little more worn off than this side. The foundation's a little bit worn off on my nose. Again, I think that's because of my mask. It looks really skin-like, it's comfortable. It didn't break up, it didn't slide around. It hasn't accentuated any of my pores. It hasn't settled into any of my wrinkles. You know, I definitely have had some oil breakthrough, but it's not bothering me at all. I actually like it. I feel like I have a little more radiance, but I don't look greasy. I still think this looks really, really pretty. I hope you guys can see how it's wearing. And I can tell you that I have worn it without wearing a mask, and it didn't wear off like it did today with the mask. I'm fairly certain that the nose is because of the mask. Even despite me wearing the mask and a little bit worn off my nose, I think it still looks great. I'm gonna just keep it the way it is. I'm not gonna touch up with anything, and I'm gonna check in with you guys in hopefully another 4 hours. Hey guys, so I am back for my final check-in. It has been just about 10 hours, so I'm gonna give you guys a look first. I haven't even taken a look at it. See how this is wearing. Okay, I'm gonna take my little mirror and take a look. Okay, I don't notice a huge difference. My under eye area definitely looks a little bit on the drier side. I don't know if you guys can see that. I am seeing some of my wrinkles. I don't notice anything else on my face. I mean, my forehead, it looks like I have some more oil breakthrough. For 10 hours, I don't think it looks horrible at all. Definitely a little more worn off. I ate, was blowing my nose. Okay, so as far as comparing the new formula to the original, I do not think that these are the same. I'll be honest, I have a whole nother video where I compared the original to the True Match Nude. I'll link that down below for you in the description box. It's definitely worth a watch to see how this wore. The formula is still supposed to be hydrating on both. I don't think there's supposed to be significant differences, but I do have to say this one seems a little more drying than this one. My skin just felt a little more hydrated when I wore this. I love the look of this one a little bit better than this one. I think longevity wise, I think this one wears a little bit better than this one. Color wise, I had to go a shade darker. I think formula wise, it's a little bit thicker. I really do like them both a lot. I love them. I definitely have been reaching for this one more than this one. I think in the summertime, I would definitely be reaching for this one the most. When I'm a little bit drier, which is now, I probably should be using this one. I really do think that these can work for everyone depending on what you prep your skin with. If you're super, super dry, use a moisturizer. You might want to use a hydrating primer underneath this one. But I feel like with this one, if you're really oily, definitely use a mattifying primer, and you might not get the longevity out of it if you're oily. Myself, being combination oily gal here, I don't get the longevity that someone with normal skin would get from foundations. However, these are fantastic. I think they will work for anyone, but like I said, I feel like this one, for whatever reason, is a little bit drier, and it's definitely a little bit thicker. That is it for today's video. I really hope you guys enjoyed this and found it helpful. Thank you so much for taking time out of your day to watch. I appreciate it so much. I hope y'all have a great weekend, and I will see you in my next video.